Okay, so what we're digging into today is a document that's, well, it's not supposed to exist. Case file 0009. This is stamped eyes only for a reason, and the stakes are as high as they get. Because this isn't just a story, it's a live operation.
I mean, that's the warning right there on the cover. No subtlety, just a straight-up threat. This file tells you from the jump that knowing what's inside could get you killed. So what kind of secret is worth that? Let's find out.
So on the surface, this all kicks off with what looks like a pretty straightforward job. A $5 million contract to take down a corrupt corporate empire, Archon H Bank. The mission seems simple enough. Expose the criminals, collect the check. But you and I both know, it's never that simple.
To get this done, an absolutely elite Black Ops team is put together, with Claudia Reid calling the shots. And look at this roster. It's insane. You've got specialists for literally every angle. Hacking, spying, and then you have the kilos, who are, the cleaners. This is not a team you hire to file paperwork. This is a team you build for a war.
And the initial target list? It reads like a who's who of corporate nightmares. You've got the Rigaldos, who are running organ farming operations with cartel money. Then there's Sean Archon, the heir apparent, and Benjamin Sterling, the guy washing all the dirty cash. The crimes are just monstrous, but the mission itself seems clear. Find the rot and cut it out.
But right out of the gate, the mission hits a wall, a huge one. One of the main targets, a bank VP named Joan Luches, is already dead. She was murdered just before the team could even make a move, which tells them one thing loud and clear. Someone else is in the game.
The official story is a home invasion that went sideways, but the team takes one look at the report and knows it's a lie. The whole thing is too clean, too perfect. So the real question becomes, if this was some random burglar, why was it executed like a professional hit?
And check this out. This is how they just dismantle the official story. The cops say home invasion, but the team finds no forced entry. The report claims there was a struggle, but she doesn't have a single defensive wound. The alarm was supposedly tripped, but nope, it was disabled remotely. This wasn't random at all. This was an inside job carried out by a pro, probably someone she knew. Someone is cleaning house.
The Widow's Secret War, an attack from within. An operation this precise and a payday this big, it has to be funded by someone with very deep pockets and an even deeper grudge. And this is where the whole case just flips on its head. This isn't a corporate takedown, it's personal. So who would put up that kind of cash to burn an entire empire to the ground? Get this, the sponsor is an Archon. Mary Beth Archon, the widow of one of the bank's presidents. This whole thing isn't an outside attack. It's a civil war, launched from inside the family itself.
Her motive is just absolutely tragic. She lost 2 sons in the war in Afghanistan. And she blames the whole corrupt system, a system that companies like Archon H Bank helped build, for their deaths. For her, this isn't about business. This is pure, calculated revenge.
And that's the key right there. That grief hasn't broken her. It's turned her into something else. As the file says, she's not just mourning anymore. She's hunting. She's systematically taking down every single person she holds responsible for the world that took her sons away. But Mary Beth's quest for revenge uncovers something nobody could ever have predicted. As the team digs deeper, they realize the real corruption in the Archon family isn't just in their bank accounts, it's biological. The real secret isn't locked in a vault, it's literally flowing through their veins.
The first real clue comes from this totally insane accident. The family patriarch, Shane Archon, gets into a head-on collision. We're talking his truck's cab was crushed into a ball of metal. And yet, he walks away. Not a scratch on him. The paramedics are baffled. But it wasn't a miracle. It was a sign of an impossible truth.
And that impossible truth leads them here, to something called Archon alloy. It's this self-healing, bioprinted material being developed by Dr. Rigaldo, one of the original targets. And the secret ingredient, the catalyst that makes this miracle tech work, it's Shane Archon's blood. The organ farming, the human trafficking, it wasn't just for money. It was to get test subjects, children, to graft this stuff onto.
So how in the world does a person's blood do that? Well, the answer is, quite literally, not from this world. This timeline connects 60 years of secrets, and it all starts with a UFO crash back in '61. Shane's dad, Reginald, was there and pocketed a vial of the alien pilot's blood. Years later, he's dying of cancer, injects himself with the stuff of the last resort, and he's cured. A year later, his son Shane is born, inheriting these insane regenerative powers.
A dynasty of clones, the future of humanity? So you've got a man with alien blood that makes him practically immortal. What's the end game? What does he do with that kind of power? Well, it's not just about living forever. It's about making sure his legacy lives forever, in the most literal way possible.
And here's where it gets truly chilling. In his own mind, Shane Archon isn't the villain of this story. He actually believes this blood isn't alien, but that it's humanity's original, pure form, a birthright that we lost somewhere along the way. To him, he's not a monster. He's a messiah, here to restore us.
And how is he going to restore humanity? By replacing it with himself. Right now, there are 9 living clones of Shane Archon, all toddlers. They're being raised in some secret compound, put through combat training, and what the file calls controlled trauma tests, just to make sure their healing factor works.
So this is what it all comes down to. This insane secret war being fought within a single family. On one side, you have Shane, trying to build a new species of immortal gods with himself as the template. And on the other, you have Mary Beth, fueled by grief, trying to burn that entire legacy to the ground. It's two sides of the same coin, fighting for the future of the human race.
And all of this brings us to one final, terrifying question. As one dynasty of immortal clones is being born and another is being systematically erased, you have to wonder, what happens to the rest of us, caught in the middle of their war?